Good morning. Hello, good morning, guys. Okay, so this morning I want to talk about Wednesday wake up. Today I want to talk about um, shine a light. Okay, it's just because speaking to some guys recently, I have been some traders recently. I've been rather surprised at how they are not aware of where they are at in the month. So what I mean by that is that um, so they've done a few trades, they're halfway through the month, and they don't know where they're at. They don't know in terms of returns, in terms of success rate, in terms of what the how many trades they've taken, what trades they've taken, and stuff like that. They That has been something that really, really is alarming me. And then at the end of the month, sometimes it takes them like a week or 10 days to go back and have a look and see how they've done in that month. And I would just want you to wake up, essentially. I just thought, good day to talk about it. Wake up and realize that if you're deadly serious about your trading and about getting to financial security or financial independence, freedom, whatever it is that your target is, and especially with financial security, especially because with financial security you are financially empowered. And if you're not empowered financially, you're not empowered in life. And remember, the idea behind something like trading is that you're building wealth, right? You're on a journey to building wealth, to building a level of financial security, in order that you do not need to exchange time for money. So it gives you a baseline to thrive from, to grow from, to basically allow you to live life on your terms. And because you have the financial security in order to be able to be confident in the knowledge that at the end of each month you've got funds to survive and live whilst doing what it is you would love to do. And it's only when you're actually really, really doing what it is you love to do that you actually start unlocking the phenomenal depths of potential that you inherently have. I mean, it stands to reason, doesn't it? It's logic. It's plain logic, right? That's not going to happen by mistake. It's not going to happen by accident. It's going to happen by design. And the interesting thing is that I've got this saying, and somebody asked me many years ago, because I built a business and it went from nothing. It went from an idea in my head to probably one of the top 5 brands in South Africa. And somebody asked me, like, quite, as we were on this trajectory in that business, somebody asked me how did I do it? How did I do it so quickly? This was like in less than 5 years. This was a massive, massive project. And I just thought about it, and since then my response was what I'm going to tell you now and that has actually been how I live and my motto for life. And that is, like, what I plan for tomorrow and what I dream for my future, is very, very important. Is as important as what I do today. So in essence, what I do today is as important as what I plan for tomorrow and dream for my future. That principle has guided me for many, many, many years. And I know then, with that principle guiding me through life, I know that I know my dreams. I'm very clear about what they are. I know what my vision is. I know what I'd love to do tomorrow, next week, and next month. I know what I would love to be, do, and have in all areas of my life. But I also know that what I do today is what is going to get me there. It's not what I'm going to do tomorrow or next week or next month or next year or the next decade. It's what I do right here, right now. It's the decisions and choices I make right now. And when I say the decisions, it's like, it's when you step into that, when you step into deciding that that is the way in which you're going to live, that is what, that when you make that decision that you're going to focus your life day after day on the high priority actions that are going to take you closer to your vision every single minute of every single day, it just becomes who you are. By doing that, you're stepping into the person you need to be the vision of who you are, who you will be with the life that you vision yourself to have. That makes sense? So anything less than that is going to cause frustration, it's going to cause procrastination, it's going to cause conflict, it's going to cause a lot of hesitation for you, it's going to cause it's going to cause a lot of the unsupported beliefs about yourself to be reaffirmed. But the moment you step out of that, step into the person that you need to be in order to achieve what it is you have a vision for, and that is by doing today whatever it is you can to make tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month, next year, next decade, next generation, the vision that you have for it. And it starts right now, this minute, and the next minute, and the next minute. Because that minute that's just gone when you started watching this or listening to me, that minute is gone. It's gone forever. It's done. Only now, this minute matters. Nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Only right now, this very minute. And the sooner you step into understanding that, and understanding that the minute by minute, moment by moment, the decisions you make are what is going to impact what you have, what life you have, what you create in your life. And we are capable of so much more than we can even begin to fathom. But you start seeing that the moment you accept the fact that what you do today is as important as you plan for tomorrow and dream for your future. The moment you step into that, you start seeing the limitless possibilities there are in your life. So when it comes to trading, make the decision that you control your trading and it does not control you. It's a very, very powerful difference. You control your trading. And by you controlling your trading, you know what is going on. You know what trades you've taken, what your success rate is, what you've lost, what you've won, where you are. Are you 2% down? Are you 4% up? Where you are at any given time. That is what it takes, that awareness, self-awareness, being aware of where you're at every given time. Because in that moment, you can make moment by moment powerful decisions that will take you forward. The more you try and avoid, the more you try and hide, the more it will fester, the more mold builds up around it, the more cloudy it gets, the more dark it gets, the more it rules you. And the less inspired you have, the more noise you will have in your head. The more fear it will start generating. And all of a sudden, this fear and this darkness, this cloud of wanting to hide from reality, wanting to hide from what you think is bad. And that is why most people are not financially secure, because they don't understand what the financial situation is. I honestly believe that. The majority of people have no idea what their financial situation is. And they also do not understand how actually little you need in order to be financially secure. The more you're aware of it, the more you can take inspired steps and actions towards achieving financial security. The moment you have financial security, you don't need to exchange time for money. That is the time in which your life is on your terms, 100%. You no longer need to subjugate yourself to other people's agendas, to a business that you're not inspired to a job you're not inspired by. Does that make sense? And it is simply making the decision. That's the only decision you ever need to make in life. It's my opinion that that is the single decision you need to make in life. Step into that is the only decision. After that, what happens is there's no more decisions that you need to make. It's just a knowing. You know what needs to be done. You are inspired by what needs to be done next and how your life flows. There's one decision in life and that's it. Everything else doesn't matter. There's one decision. The decision that you need to make is to step into that space of owning your life on your terms. Stop hiding the things in dark places. Start facing up to them and make the decision that life is going to be on your terms and not on other people's agendas. Because when you're not financially empowered, you are living other people's agendas. You're living and serving other people's agendas and not your own agenda. Okay, so that's the only decision that comes to health, it comes to wealth, it comes to all areas of life. It is a decision that you need to make. And once you make that decision, there are no more decisions because you know what needs to be done. You are in flow. But the more you stay out of it, the more you're staying in conflict, in frustration and hesitation, the more you're in that space, the more decisions are needed because you're trying to weigh up the odds. You're trying to figure out, you're trying to understand what's going on. You're trying to, and this has been clouded by beliefs, by not just beliefs, but how you perceive yourself, how you perceive the life around you, how you perceive your experiences. That's when you start becoming a slave to your history rather than master of your life. And that's the same with trading. The less you are aware of what's going on in your trading, the more you are a slave to trading rather than a master of trading. That is why you will not, unless you know what's going on in your trading at any given time, you won't know what to review and tweak. And if you're going back and analyzing your last month, like here we are on the 2nd of October, if you're now going back and analyzing September results, maybe this coming weekend, and you don't know what it is your return was or how you did in September, how do you know what to review and tweak? And already you'll be a week into October, and what then? That's a week gone. You'll never get it back. All that matters is right now, this minute, you making the decision that you are going to be the master of your life and you be in control of the destiny that you create in your life. No one else can do it. Only you can do it. A lot of people find that scary. I find that phenomenally empowering. When you step back and think about it, that I'm the only one that's stopping me. There's nothing I need from anybody else, nothing that anyone else can do for me, nothing that anyone else can give me, but only myself. It's my decision. It's up to me. And I don't understand why people find that scary. I find it phenomenally empowering. So I want to ask you a question before I finish up. I want to ask you a question. Have you ever regretted following your intuition? Have you ever said, "Oh, damn it! I so regret following my gut feel"? No, chances are not. I haven't ever met anyone that's actually regretted following their intuition. I can tell you something else. I have never, and I've been working with people for a very long time. I have never encountered a situation where somebody regretted taking that decision, making that decision, stepping into owning their life, being self-aware, understanding themselves, and taking the decision that they are the master of their life at every single moment. The moment that's just gone is gone. It's gone forever. And in that moment that's gone, were you in control of your life, or were you being controlled by life? And anyone that I know that stepped into that, not one, of the hundreds of people that I have worked with directly, and certainly anyone that I've ever read about or spoken to that I haven't worked with but have done the work, I have never, ever, ever heard of anybody regretting that decision. Not to say it wasn't hard. Of course it is hard. I mean, any change is challenging, isn't it? And you'll like fall off the wagon now and again, and that's okay. Just get back on. Just get back on. This is not a black and white situation. It's not an all or nothing. Just get back on. It's okay. It's okay. Just get back on. Make the decision. So you fall off now and again. It's okay. Just make the decision. Get back on and take control again. Be in control. Be the master of your life. And listen. This is the message I would love you to get from Wednesday Wake Up today. I would love you to understand this. When you're financially secure, you live life on your terms. Okay? You live life onto your agenda. You're no longer subjugated to other people's, society, communities, agendas. And that is where you start unlocking the full potential of who you are. Okay. So have a great day, and I shall catch you tomorrow in the trading community for a deep dive. And then I shall see you for Friday Freedom. Take care. Bye-bye.